Nearly 4,000 students are enrolled at Midwood High School in Brooklyn, and this morning, all of them were evacuated from the building along Bedford Avenue after sources say multiple calls were made threatening the school. The building was swept, and students returned to class around 1 p.m., 2 hours lost. In Manhattan, NYPD officers checked bags underground. Law enforcement sources say last night someone called to say a bomb was going to explode on the 7 train today, traveling from 34th Street to Main Street in Queens. The NYPD now taking extra precautions, doing more inspections of stations and trains. Over in Plainview, Long Island, police officers are stationed outside the Middle Island Y JCC. Preschool students returned to class this morning after being evacuated yesterday. On Monday, someone called in an anonymous bomb threat there.
An emotional experience than anything else.
Also targeted yesterday, the Midwestchester JCC in New Rochelle. 6 Jewish organizations were targeted in our area yesterday. Nearly 100 across the country have received similar threats since January.
We were unfortunately waiting. It was only going to be a matter of time.
Rick Lewis is the CEO of the Mid-Island Y JCC. He says they routinely run bomb scare and lockdown drills and have security in place. Nassau County Police say they added resources during the Jewish High Holy Days, and since then,
the department has maintained an intensified patrol.
Here's a look at the numbers in New York City. Since 2017 began, the number of bomb threats clocks in at 136, compared to 83 at this time last year. So why the increase? NYPD sources believe it's copycats and it comes in waves. And why no arrests? Former FBI agent Manny Gomez points out it can be difficult to trace the caller, some from overseas.
Somebody could just simply buy what I like to call a throwaway cell phone from a Dwayne Reed and give a fake name, and now you have a number that can't be traced back. They could be robots that are making the calls. There's mention that it could be cloned phones.
Police stress that no viable devices have been found in any of these threats. They also say there's no indication that any of the threats have been made on behalf of any organized group. We're live tonight in Times Square. Alice Gaynor, CBS 2 News.